You've probably heard it's harder to lose weight after 40, but what nobody tells you is that it feels like the rules of the game have completely changed. The diet and the exercise routine that worked in your 20s and 30s doesn't hit the same anymore, and you're left feeling frustrated and thinking, I might have left it too late. But let me tell you right now, if you're having those thoughts, it is never too late. We're going to run through 4 simple steps that you can put in place today to start changing your health, and you're going to be unrecognisable physically and mentally in the next 90 days. I've even got something free for you at the end that you can take with you. I work with people now that are into their late 50s and 60s, and they're genuinely in the best shape of their life. Like my client here, he'd never been in the gym before, not once in his life, and at about 57 years old, he joined my program, lost 10 kilos, which is 20 pounds, in his first 90 days, and then went on for bigger and better things. Same as Kerry here, she's going to be 60 soon, and she's in incredible shape. I remember jumping on a consultation call with someone late into their 60s, and I said to them, so you're late into your 60s, why now? And they said, I feel like this is my last shot. And he completely flipped his health around. I'm telling you right now, it's never too late. For years, I've dedicated my career to helping people transform their bodies and their health, and my greatest success stories are the everyday heroes that I've worked with. The parents, the busy professionals, the business leaders, the people over 40 and 50 who thought their best days were behind them. They're absolutely not. I'm not going to give you some crazy extreme workout. I'm going to share the simple, no-nonsense guide that has helped them, and it will help you as well to finally lose weight and feel unstoppable. This isn't about crash diets or endless cardio. This is a 4-step blueprint that you can implement right now. So let's get into it. Step 1 is all about your mindset. Before we even think about a single calorie or an exercise, we have to tackle the biggest hurdle. That little voice in your head saying, it's too late. This is the mental block that creates a vicious cycle. You try something, you didn't see progress right away, you get frustrated and you give up, ending up right back where you started, and feeling even more deflated and frustrated. It's a powerful story, but that is all it is. It's a story in your head, and you can write a new one anytime you want. So the very first thing we need to do is define your why. Why do you really want this? It's not just about a number on the scale. That's not going to get you to where you want to go. It's got to be about something bigger. The energy that you want to have. Do you want to be able to chase your kids or your grandkids around? Do you want to feel confident and strong in your own skin again? Do you want to protect your health for the long run? Get specific and write it down. This why is the fuel that's going to get you through the days when motivation is low. Next, you have to ditch the all or nothing mindset. This is the little trap that says, well, I ate a cookie, so the whole diet's ruined, I might as well just eat the whole box. We've all been there. But a single meal or a skipped workout does not define your journey. My whole philosophy is built on balance, not perfection. You don't need to be a Spartan warrior living on boiled chicken and broccoli to see results. Absolutely not. Instead of chasing perfection, chase consistency. The goal isn't to be perfect for a week, it's to be consistent for a year. And this is my favourite visual representation of that. This means embracing small, sustainable steps because they are so much more powerful than the huge temporary leaps. The person who makes smart choices most of the time will always beat the person who goes to extremes and then burns out. This is how you go from feeling like it's too late to knowing you are unstoppable. It starts right here in your mind. Step 2, nutrition that's simple. All right, let's talk food after 40. Your body is going to go through hormonal and metabolic shifts that change how it uses food. This means we have to be smarter about what we eat. But smarter doesn't always mean more complicated. It's actually the opposite. One of my clients literally just sent me this message. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I've tried this before with someone else, but honestly, the food they were making you eat was just unsustainable. Loving the way you're doing it just makes it feel so much easier. This, for me, is the absolute key to successful fat loss. So I'm really glad that they told me that. The foundation of weight loss is always a calorie deficit, which means burning more calories than you consume. That's just the science of it. But where those calories come from is also what really matters as we get older. That's why my approach zeroes in on two things: protein and fibre. Protein is your new best friend. After you hit 30, you naturally start to lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. This is a big deal because your muscle is your metabolic engine. It burns more calories at rest than fat does. Less muscle means a slower metabolism, which is a huge reason it feels harder to lose weight. Eating enough protein helps you hold on to it and even build new muscle, which keeps your metabolism fired up. Plus, it's incredibly filling, which helps you crush cravings and makes it so easier to control your calorie intake when you're in that calorie deficit. For a simple target, aim for about a gram of protein per pound of your goal body weight. So if your goal is 150 pounds, that's 150 grams of protein spread throughout your day. This can come from lean meats, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and a good quality protein shake. To make this simple and doable, I use an 80-20 rule with our clients. It's a simple system that's built for real life. Think of it like this: 80% of your meals are on point. That means they're built around solid protein sources, healthy fats, slow digesting carbs, and a ton of vegetables. And what about the other 20%? Well, that is your freedom. You can have a pizza, you can have a glass of wine if you want, you can have a dessert without feeling any guilt whatsoever. This is not a cheat meal, it's planned into your plan. So it's part of your balanced life. And this approach gets rid of that guilt and shame that makes so many people quit. It's built to last a lifetime, not just a month or two. A day of on-point eating could be as simple as a high-protein breakfast like eggs, a mid-morning snack of Greek yogurt with berries, a big salad with grilled chicken for lunch, a protein shake in the afternoon, and a dinner of salmon and quinoa with some roasted broccoli. It's about fueling your body with what it needs most of the time. Step 3, movement. If you want to change your body composition and have less fat and more lean muscle, then exercise has to be part of the plan. But the old school approach is just running on a treadmill for an hour is so outdated, especially after 40. You can't outrun your diet, and you definitely can't outrun slow metabolism. The secret is to train smarter, not just harder. The single most powerful type of exercise for anyone over 40 is resistance training. Full stop. As we just talked about, your body is fighting against natural muscle loss. So resistance training is going to help you to build muscle and also hold on to any muscle that you've currently got. More muscle doesn't just make you look toned, it revs up your resting metabolic rate, meaning you burn more calories 24/7, even when you're just sitting on the sofa. It also strengthens your bones, improves your posture, and makes everyday life easier. Like carrying your food shopping or running around with your kids or your grandkids. Everything just becomes so much easier. For a beginner, this doesn't mean you have to start lifting giant weights like a bodybuilder. It starts with mastering the basics. Focus on compound movements that use multiple muscle groups. And these can be body weight as well. You could do squats, you could do a simple glute bridge from the floor, push-ups, you can do kneeling push-ups if you want to, is a great way to start. You can do body weight rows. All of this stuff is going to make you more confident, and then you can start to add some light dumbbells or use machines if you want to go to the gym. Just aim for 2 or 3 strength sessions in a week and make sure you take a day off in between those to rest and recover. Consistency is way more important than intensity when you're starting out. Focus on good form above all else to avoid injury. Remember, the goal is to feel the muscle working, not just to move the weight from A to B. And you can mix this up with some cardio if you want to. You don't need to spend hours on it. Short bursts of high intensity interval training and even just going for some brisk walks is going to help. That's going to support heart health without adding extra stress to your body. The big takeaway here is make strength training a priority. It's the closest thing we have to a foundation of youth for your metabolism and for building a strong, energetic body that will carry you for decades to come. Step 4, recovery. This is the step that almost everyone skips, but for anyone over 40, it's the secret sauce for your results. You can have the perfect diet and workout plan, but if you don't manage your stress and get enough quality sleep, you'll completely fail and you'll be constantly fighting an uphill battle around your hormones. Let's start with stress. We all have stress from work, family life, you name it, it's there. And when you're constantly stressed, your body pumps out a hormone called cortisol. High cortisol levels can trigger intense cravings for sugary, fatty foods and signal your body to store fat, especially around your belly. When your body is in a stressed out state, it is simply not doing the work it needs to do to prioritize losing fat and building muscle. You don't have to eliminate all stress, but you have to be able to manage it. This could be as simple as a 10-minute walk outside, a few minutes of deep breathing, or carving out some time for a hobby that you love. Find what works for you and make it a non-negotiable part of your weekly routine. It's that important for creating a hormonal environment where weight loss can actually happen. Now for sleep. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a biological requirement for fat loss. When you're sleep deprived, your hormones go completely haywire. If you're a new parent, you'll know this. Even one night of bad sleep can spike your hunger hormone, ghrelin, and lower your fullness hormone, which is called leptin. This makes you hungrier, especially for junk food, and it sabotages your willpower. On top of that, poor sleep messes with insulin sensitivity, and that raises cortisol levels, creating a perfect storm for fat storage. Research shows that when people are on the same diet, those who are sleep deprived lose way more muscle and less fat than those who get enough rest. All the hard work you put in at the gym and in the kitchen pays off while you're asleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of good quality sleep a night. This might mean creating a relaxing bed routine or putting your screens away an hour before bed and making the room cool and dark. And definitely not having young kids around in the house, if you can help it. That's the only time recovery can be taken out of your hands, but you can only control what you can control. Don't treat this step as an afterthought. Managing your stress and prioritizing sleep is what separates the people who succeed from those who struggle and give up. It's the key that makes this whole thing work. So that's it. A 4-step blueprint that actually works for beginners over 40. It's not about taking pills or injections or doing anything extreme. It's about shifting your mindset from it's too late to I'm unstoppable. It's about fueling your body with simple, smart nutrition using the 80-20 rule. It's about building a stronger, faster metabolism with smart training. And it's about accelerating all of it by mastering your recovery. Remember, you don't have to be perfect overnight. Just start. Pick one thing from this guide and nail it for a week. Make it just about hitting your protein goal. Maybe it's just about getting a couple of workouts in, or just getting 30 more minutes of extra sleep. Small, consistent actions create unstoppable momentum. You absolutely have what it takes. I've trained so many people and you are no different. The rules of the game have changed, but right now you've got the playbook. To help you get started, I've put together a 3-day free trial to our coaching app. This will give you workouts to get you started, which include gym and home workouts and workouts that you can do with me as well. You don't need to enter your credit card details or anything. If you want to take it a step further and you want to find out about a one-to-one coaching with me, the links to both of these, to the free trial and the coaching, are below this video. If you found this guide helpful, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what one step you're going to start with this week. I'd love to hear from you. You've got this, now let's get to work. If belly fat has been something you've always struggled with, click on this video next and I'll take you through the 3 stages that you need to go through in order to lose belly fat. Thanks for watching.